So today we're going to make a little monster pinch pot, and this will be our inspiration, and you can make yours however you want, but just use the same techniques. So first we're going to start off with making a pinch pot bowl, and so you start with a ball of clay. This is about, I'd say, half a pound. I'm going to make sure it's in a ball. I'm going to stick my thumb in and go to almost the bottom, about a 1/4 inch to the bottom, and then I'm going to start using a pinching motion like this, going around to make that bowl shape. And you're just pinching it a little bit at a time, because if you try to pinch it too fast, you'll get lots of cracking, and it won't be like even walls. So your goal is to get even walls all the way around, and not a lot of cracking if you can help it, unless you're trying to incorporate that into your design. So I do have a little bit of cracking, but I'm okay with that because I can smooth it out. So here's my pinch pot bowl. Pretty even for the most part. I'm going to go ahead and just smooth out. I just dipped my one finger in water, and I'm just going to smooth out my edges. Okay, so that is going to be my pinch pot start. So, and now I'm going to do the feet first. So I'm going to go ahead and roll a coil. And for this one, I think I'm only going to do it 2 feet, so he kind of like leans back like this, where this one has 4 feet. So I'm only going to put 2, so he kind of looks like he's looking up at the sky, waiting for a spaceship or something. So I like to roll a coil that's about like the same width all the way through. And then to make sure you get like the same amount of clay, you can cut your piece and then use it as a measuring tool for your next cut line. Okay. So these, in theory, should be about the same size. I'm gonna go ahead and just make mine a ball this time because I don't want square feet like that other monster. And with everything, anytime you attach clay, you need to scratch and attach. So I want to put my foot right here. So I'm going to make my little mark. That's where I'm going to attach it. So I'm scratching. I'm going to go ahead and turn them upside down for a minute. And then I'm going to scratch where I'm going to attach. Add a little slip, Wiggle, wiggle, jiggle till it doesn't move. And then now for the other foot, I'm going to mark my spot. Scratch. Scratch. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle till it doesn't jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. I'm going to go ahead and clean up my edges. If you see, there's like some clay. So I'm rinsing out my brush right now in some water. And then I'm squeezing out that water so it's not wet. And I'm just going to clean, make sure that that attachment is on there really good. Always work on the details so your finished product looks as best as it can. Oh my gosh, if we kept it like this, it could be a frog. But we're making a monster, so it's gonna be the feet. Okay, so now we have some feet. If I wanted 4 feet, I could put 4 feet, but I only want to do 2 this time. I'm gonna go ahead and attach an eyeball. He's just gonna have one eyeball, or she. however you want to make them. I'm going to go ahead and tap it just a little bit. So I'm going to attach him right here. So I'm going to make my mark where I'm going to attach him. Boop. Boop. And scratch. And scratch. Slip. Wiggle, wiggle, jiggle. Same thing. We're going to clean up around that eyeball. It's easier to do it after every time because if you start adding other attachments and you have to get in between them, it's going to be harder. Okay. He's a one-eyed monster. What's that one-eyed purple people eater? So maybe I'll paint this guy purple. Okay, so I'm just gonna roll the coil, cut it in half so his antennas are pretty similar. Sometimes I like to tap the bottom of my attachments just to make it a little bit thicker on the bottom so it's easier to attach. Maybe I'll do horns for this one, not antennas. I'll make it kind of look like bull horns. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark my spot. And scratch. Most important part is scratching and attaching with the slip. You have to wiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Got a little too much slip that time. So I'm gonna go ahead and curl his in like this, like he's a bull. He's cute. Okay. Now I'm going to clean up those antennas. So this could make like a cute little candy dish that you could put on your desk and have a couple pieces of candy. You could make it bigger and it could hold a lot more candy. You could add a tongue if you wanted to. Let me see if I can make a tongue. So remember, like every time you're doing clay, you want it at least 1/4 inch thick. So nothing thicker than your pinky, but so like we could attach this tongue and he could be like making a funny face at you. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. It's kind of funny. I'm gonna go ahead and put that tongue line that sometimes people have. I don't think I have a tongue line myself, but sometimes people have it. And then I want to make a little indent in his eyeball because I'm gonna paint it black on the inside. So there you go. I made a little pitch pot. Could I have added ears or something right here? Absolutely. This is your project, but this is just a sample to get you started. Okay, enjoy.